So literally fuck around and find out. But switching gears for a bit, this is exciting. I not because it's not because I feel good because I don't, but I haven't talked about Surviving Diddy series on the I Refuse podcast in a long time, and it's long overdue. We're about 18 months into the Surviving Diddy series, right? I couldn't tell you the last time I did one, but of course, the YouTube channel, the I Refuse Podcast YouTube channel, to which you are listening and watching me, can tell you. So, Mr. Can't Stop, Won't Stop is trying to get things to stop by seeking a 2 month delay of his May 5th trial. I read somewhere on the Bird app that Diddy may actually win this. This is actually a winnable case. I mean, I don't see how because there is one thing to have hearsay, right? It's something completely different when you have the Department of Homeland Security do a raid at your house. That's one. But also, two, they do it in broad daylight. You got helicopters, you got multiple teams of grown ass men in SWAT gear. I even think they brought out the little door jam thingy. They run up in there like you El Nino. And I believe this was before the tape drop. The only way I can think, and when I think of the word winnable, um, even if you're acquitted or you get a just probation, it the public opinion, because a lot of us that are around my age were outside during the bad boy era, during the shiny suit era, during the rise and the demise of both Biggie and Tupac. Um, the nightclub shooting, um, the rise and fall and the comeback, the multiple comebacks of Shine. It's too much of a coincidence around this guy when it comes to people that he came up with, came up behind, meeting mysterious deaths. It very fascinating, very troubling. A lot of the stuff that's come out dating back to the early 90s with bodyguards. You got the bodyguard he had for 4 or 5 years, talking on Vlad TV. That was fascinating. The Diddy files, just a lot of things that have happened to people or people have experienced because allegedly this guy just can't take competition. You know, the dark cloud around the fall and the death of Biggie on the heels of this dude wanting to go solo. Prominent people at Uptown Records meeting mysterious demises. It's a lot. The only way that I think this will reach an outcome that is to his liking is if he turns on people. Word on the curb, allegedly, is that the house that got raided, maybe both of them, the one in California allegedly and the one allegedly in Florida, allegedly had spying equipment or non-consensual recording equipment that allegedly had recordings of people during the freakouts, prominent people, famous people, people probably on the DL, powerful people. Um, Probably included the baby oil allegedly. Just a lot. Um, at first I was like, is he gonna go out allegedly like Epstein did? Who all was at these parties? People were saying, what's what's the Carter's connection to this? And I'm just like, were they there? Were they not there? What's going on? Now it's looking like maybe that, you know, maybe one of them was in charge of the girls. Was MJB there? I even joked, she's going out on this tour to raise money, but y'all understand she still got to pay that ex man of hers. Isn't that wild? Like it's got to be real depressing, and you can tell on her face that she doesn't even want to be there on stage. You got to pay a man money out your own pocket every month after he allegedly cheated on you with one of your own artists. And personally, like, there's such a gray area these days with the term cheating. When it's clearly, one person in the relationship wants to make this a triad or a polycule or whatever, with this person that came out of nowhere. And when the person you're in a relationship with doesn't want it, and you continue to see the person anyway, that's a problem. Or you invite people into the marital bedroom and it's repeatedly happening. And then at some point, you realize, oh, they've been doing stuff anyway without me. Well, we have a problem, Houston. But it this surviving Diddy thing, in the eve of last year, they've been there's documentaries out. I saw the one on Hulu, and they even had of all the people they had in there, here comes Sarah Stokes. I'm like, where the fuck she been? What a time that was. She went to her whole thing. I just don't know though. Like it's not easy to get out from under a federal indictment, being held this long. Like this man has been in jail, I think, at least 6 months. Like he been in there long enough that we done a lot of y'all have moved on to other things. But To go this long without a child date, I mean, you have one May 5th. It's not, the fight is going to be just as long, if not longer, than you think. It could be a stall tactic that may work. Like there is no, in my eyes, there's no win. You're not getting out from under the government. A lot of us out here are looking at you sideways. Um, like it is for the last year and a half, it's gone from, oh, it's just hearsay to this is what you're doing when there's nobody around, or you think nobody's watching. And given your connections and your power, you've used that to have control and be abusive. To be abusive. And we see it on tape. So it's like, what else is there? I'm curious, and I hope Megan Cuniff is right outside the courthouse. I hope she's getting ready because when this starts going, the timeline will forever be changed, courtesy of that lady. She had been feeding us really well. Megan kind of look like Meg Griffin a little bit. She was feeding us real well during the Meg the Stallion and Tory Lane's trial. You know, but something else was going on. She was outside the courthouse, fast and furious with the keyboard. But they're hoping in this case to utilize this argument that trial prosecutors have been slow to turn over potential evidence for review. We don't know what the evidence is. Hmm. Is it video? Is it audio? What's going on? Are they going to go through the settlement documents? He's been held since last September, yo, so longer than 6 months. He pled not guilty, multiple crimes over a 2 decade period. There's a superseding indictment returned by the grand jury as a witness list. I, I said that in one of my earlier videos. Before it broke that he was being held last September, I said that the state of New York, essentially New York City, was going through a long list of witnesses, getting testimony, getting statements. And I'm sure that list is from the invites to these baby oil expeditions, adventures, Lord of the Rings. Ooh. Um, some of the materials could possibly be related to a count in the indictment that carries a 15-year mandatory minimum prison sentence. I don't know, man. Like, you got pieces of shit that could carry a minimum mandatory sentence. I don't know how many counts at this point, but if you've been held without bail since last September and you're just now getting a trial date, but you want to delay it by 2 months, I don't know, bro. I, I just, I'm gonna keep it locked though, because it looks like we're on track to be. Whew, this could be the trial of the century. We haven't had a trial of the 21st century yet, have we? Hmm. If this actually gets to that point, he could very well be. He could very well pull an Epstein. I theorize. One thing about Scorpios, they are cowards. They're pretty smart and insightful. Um, will he possibly pull a Hernandez? I don't know. He's not going home anytime soon. I wonder if his kids are on the witness list. I haven't heard anything coming out of the that producer suit, the yacht stewardess suit. It's very, very interesting. Maybe they decided, you know what, we'll just tag along on this one. I don't know. So many different moving parts. But I'm locked in. No, this is Mr. Fox Therapy's podcast. Coming up on this thing, another morning live show. I'm in it to win it. It's just it's a damn mess. But we up in here. We're back. I just this is the channel, by the way. This is the channel. Don't be a fool. Hit that follow and subscribe button right there. You like it, we love it. Stop scheming. Stop thinking you got one up on the system. You're gonna get your ass clapped. I mean, how effective are you from jail? People are probably disassociating themselves from you. People haven't left the country because of old boy down in DC. They definitely laughed over this dude if they ever went to one of them parties. Like it's you don't want to laugh at people that are like quick to say, I've gone to Diddy's house and stayed the night. I never stayed for no freak offs or nothing like that. Cause it's like you're like, well, it ain't me. But here's the scary part. The scary part is like there are people out here walking this earth that have a dark side. You have power with a sense of entitlement, with a coupled with this aspiration of alienating and isolating folks from someone you want to have control over, like even going so far as allegedly blowing up the SUV of possible competition, amorous competition. Very, very weirdo shit. Days of our life. So surviving Diddy, man. This shit's ramping back up. And let this serve as the revisit or the revid the revi re we're bringing it back. Revitalization. Yeah, we're bringing it back. So it'll probably be more episodes, standalone episodes, because this shit is crazy. But thank you for joining the IRFeast Podcast Morning Show, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.